To all my TikTok brethren out there, not so fast, not so fast, not so fast. We got a rude awakening last night, of which was, the 18th, even though we were all told that TikTok would be banned on the 19th. It was like everybody was blocked out of it yesterday, and a lot of people was like, man, they didn't even wait. They didn't even waste no time. Well, have no fear, have no fear. President Trump is here. Let's check out this article. This is just now breaking just now, over the last couple hours. TikTok says it is restoring service in U.S. after Trump vowed to delay ban. President-elect says order would give company extra 90 days to find buyer and suggests that U.S. take a 50% stake. Okay. Well, at least this way will give TikTokers, people that are monetized and earning money on there, you have time to migrate to other platforms. Since they're so focused on this platform, look at the base company that owns TikTok and look at some of their other apps like Lemonade. Some people mention Red Note, that's in Mandarin, but Lemonade is owned by the company that owns TikTok, owns an app called Lemonade. So you can migrate your content over there. And now I don't know about the monetization and stuff like that. You probably have to communicate with their customer service and see if something can be worked out. Or worst case scenario, you might have to start over, but at least you have content like, hopefully you guys are downloading all of your content so you can transfer it. Because if you created something once, you can create something once again. But Lemonade is one of the alternatives you can go to. Now let's keep on trucking. TikTok said on Sunday that it was restoring services in the U.S. after Donald Trump pledged earlier in the day to give the video app a reprieve on its U.S. ban. That's just, in my opinion, that's just to give Trump time to get into office and get situated. I think he's going to be able to work something out with TikTok long term. I think this is just to move the bar back so he can get in and get situated, and because there's a lot of other stuff going on that needs to be dealt with. But worst case scenario, this is going to give you guys time to migrate. Trump wrote on Truth Social that after taking office on Monday, he would sign an executive order allowing the Chinese-owned video app additional time to find a buyer before facing a total shutdown, and proposing that the U.S. or an American firm take a 50% ownership stake. That's probably not going to happen. By doing this, we save TikTok. Keep it in good hands and allow it to stay up, Trump said. Without U.S. approval, there is no TikTok. With our approval, it is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe trillions. I don't think that matters, but to that particular company that owns it, but guess we'll see. TikTok stopped working in the U.S. for 170 million users late on Saturday. Congress passed a law in April mandating its owner, ByteDance, either sell to a non-Chinese company or face a total shutdown. The app chose the shutdown after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled to uphold the ban on Friday. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S., stated a pop-up message to U.S. users on TikTok on Saturday night, which came as something of a surprise given that the law only required app stores to remove it. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. Trump attempted to intervene on TikTok's behalf at the 11th hour, even though it was Trump who initially pushed for the ban. but he changed his tune after finding a large audience on the app during his 2024 presidential campaign. I mean, people are entitled to change their mind, as you learn. You get new information, you learn new things, and then once that happens, you pivot because your opinion was formed based off of the information you had at the time. If new information comes, you could take it. If you are an objective person, you can take an objective look at it and be like, you know what? I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong about this. Maybe I should pivot and go in another direction in regards to this. I mean, people that had the ability to be objective can do that very easily. Very, very easily. But you have some people that are so dogmatic in their beliefs, they are led by their feelings and feelings only. They have no wishes to even take in new information. Even if you present facts right in front of them, they don't care. You saw that during this past election cycle. A lot of people who did not care. It doesn't matter what kind of proof you put in front of them. Their mind was already made up. Some of them to the extreme that they would even try to fight you and hurt you because you don't agree with them. You don't vote the way they vote. You've woken up and you really see the whole landscape for what it truly is and who the real enemies of the American people have been this whole time. But in certain communities, as Anger Man would say, shout out to Anger Man, they totally will ignore this just to feed their own selfish anger and frustrations with themselves and their lives, and they have to take it out on somebody. So it don't matter if you're right or not. They need you to be wrong just so they can physically or financially hurt you in some kind of way, hurt you or your property. Some of you might have seen the video that Tommy Sotomayor posted online. I guess he was like at a barbershop or something, and people recognize him or whatever. They don't like the things he says on videos. They don't like his opinions on the things he says. Now keep in mind, it's only things that he has says. He hasn't put his hands on anybody. All he does is voice his opinion. And because of that, he comes back outside from the barbershop and somebody keyed the hood of his car. Mind you, this is all because they don't like what he says, his opinions, what he thinks. Whatever happened to just, okay, you think that, I think something else, we don't agree, boom. And that's it. Why can't it just end right there? Why do you have to see? And this is that, socialist, totalitarianism. I can never get that word out. But the whole, it's the mindset. It's mostly, a lot of this is infesting the black community. A lot of black people don't think the certain way, and the typical stereotypical, what's infesting and destroying the black community as a whole right now. A lot of us don't think like that. We have a different line of thinking, and because of that, we're ostracized. We're called names. You're a sellout. You're a oon. Y'all know what the word is. They just call you all kinds of names because you don't agree with them. Like, why y'all want everybody to be parrots? You just go to be just clapping seals. However, whatever damn sound they make. Just want everybody to just take a number and be happy that you have a place in line, aka the slaughterhouse line. You're on your way to the butcher to be butchered, and you need to be happy about it because all of us are happy about it. And this is the type of mindset that I never could understand. It's like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? And a lot of people make money on TikTok. They actually make a pretty good living on TikTok. So they actually use TikTok to take care of themselves, their families. They have charities that they funnel money into, and those charities help people. I mean, so for the people out there that's glad that this is happening, you're only saying that because you're mad that you haven't figured out a way, or you haven't even, a lot of people haven't even tried to figure out a way that they can also make money and benefit off of these social media apps like TikTok, to the point where you can fire your boss. Instead of trying to put out effort and learn how to do this for yourself, you would rather stand on the sideline, point fingers, and laugh at somebody else's misfortune because it makes you feel better about your life. You're very selfish, miserable people out there. And there's a meme going around online right now. A guy standing over the grave. Obviously, it's been repurposed because that's not the original meme. But the guy standing over the grave, TikTok is on the headstone, and people basically are saying, well, I don't care. I was never on the app anyway. Good riddance and all that. It's like, as a society, we have really gone down a hill where nobody cares about anybody but themselves, and wonder why there's so much destruction going on all around us. And y'all know exactly what I'm referring to. That's not an accident. But anyway, I'm ranting right now. I can go on for days and days, but let's get back to some of this. TikTok CEO Shao Zi Chu released a video thanking Trump for his efforts to keep the app active in the U.S. He's expected to attend Trump's inauguration ceremony in person. After Trump's message on Sunday, the company said in a statement that it was in the process of restoring service, adding, we thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. Content creators. And that's another thing in the black community, if or the community, because it's two different black communities. The thinking black people that have objective thought, individual thought, are not parrots, are not clapping seals, have the ability to think for themselves. And then you have the community, fans of Sexy Red and Cardi B, and Meg Thee Stallion, and just the same debaucherous mindset, and the simps that protect them. Two different black communities. I'm talking about the community that is the cancerous bane to society as a whole, especially black people. $7 million small businesses. Those are the content creators. And some of you in this last voting cycle wanted to say that the economy was terrible under Trump and this and that. So all of a sudden, you care about the economy. You are an economy expert. Mr. and Mrs. show up every 4 years and tell everybody how much of a political expert you are. And if people don't agree with you or vote like you have an issue with them. You want to fight them. You want to do harm to them. You want to financially hurt that individual. It's not going to help you none, because karma is a universal law. You reap what you sow is more than just a cute phrase. Just saying. It's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. We will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States. That's what I'm talking about. Some TikTok users reported the app was fully functional once again shortly after the announcement. The incoming National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz, also told CNN on Sunday that Trump hasn't ruled out continued Chinese ownership with firewalls to make sure that the data is protected here on U.S. soil. I'm going to leave a link to this article and other articles in the description box down below. You guys can read it for yourselves to get informed. And a lot of you that don't care, claim you don't care, this and that, the reason you feel like that is for very selfish reasons. And if the black community had more unity, real unity, a lot of us could have band together and got together and started building a lot more businesses through content creation through TikTok instead of just hating on it. A lot of us could have been in the process of firing our bosses. But instead of doing that, we would rather hate on other people and point and laugh and I've never used it and I'm glad it's gone. You sound like a jealous asshole. But anyway, I just wanted to put this on, let everybody know, have no fear. The real president is drawing near. That being said, this is Gen X Media 7, and I am out. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and subscribe to this channel. Later.